right, man. Detroit Lions are expected to have Hendon Hooker in for a visit next. I think he bet with the Saints, the Packers, a couple other teams as well too. Hendon Hooker is the Tennessee quarterback who tore his ACL, had a good season. One of the subs was talking about how the receiver, Jalen Highland, whatever his name is, was a system receiver. They had a very system-friendly quarterback, just an offensive-friendly system for the quarterbacks, running backs, and the receivers at Tennessee. But let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Some experts say that Hendon Hooker is the third quarterback that could be off the board behind CJ Stroud and Bryce Young, excuse me, saying that some people prefer him over Anthony Richardson and Will Levis. Let's talk about it. He coming off an ACL injury. You know, Bob Quinn got to get his annually injury-prone guys in the draft, and he take them high too. You know, back-to-back second years, his first 2 years in the second round, taking guys that had coming in with injuries and injury-prone. We didn't know about Honest Rookie back into to last year, to the second season. So yeah, something to chew on. But yeah, man, to unpack all that, man. He got a good arm. He don't have a great arm. Y'all already know I hate quarterbacks that don't have an exceptional arm, like Josh Allen, Joe Flacco, Matthew Stafford. I like guys who can spin it and get it out there. That's what I like. I like guys that really can chuck that hoe. That's what I like. But he got a good arm. He was in a quarterback friendly system. He 25 years old. He may miss the majority of next year. Now hold on. Kyler Murray is already squatting, coming off, I think they said, what, 13? I forgot how many times. He's already squatting. I've seen Kyler Murray squatting already, in some good weight, too. So, you know, Kyler Murray might be just different, but he 25 years old, could redshirt a year, 26 years old when he come in there. I'm just not, I don't really, I mean, he can run, you know, I'm just tired of broken up quarterbacks. If I had to take one, you know, it'll be Richardson or Bryce Young. I haven't looked at Tanner McKee and some of the other guys. It'll be one of them. I'd rather just take my time, build them up, and if they ain't ready, I'd rather go get Trey Lance and Zach Wood. But I haven't looked at Hendon Hooker a ton either, so let me say that. I haven't seen a ton. I've seen some things, seen him play. You gotta ask yourself, if you think he can play, you know, he mobile, his arm good enough, if the accuracy good enough, you think he can get into your system and do well, then hey, it make a lot of sense. Don't listen to me, because I ain't broke him down. I'm just looking at him, and you know, if he could do some things that you feel that could be successful in your system and be good, you got him. You know, but me just looking at them player for player, I just think Anthony Richardson, he got a lot of potential, and it's perfect. Even if you got to extend golf 1 or 2 years to make sure he 100% ready, I would look to do that. You know, Hendon Hooker age concerns me. The ace another year with another guy that's broken down concerns me, especially at the quarterback position. But if his talent is good enough and it translate, you should have him for another good 10, 12 years if he can be healthy. You know, you hold on to the ball a little bit too much. You don't seem to have the best pocket presence feel too. And I don't think that's a horrible thing. I think it's bad, but I don't really think it's to the point where, like, damn, you know, can you get him better at sensing pressure and getting the ball off? Absolutely. And that's one of the biggest knocks on him is, you know, he don't really sense pressure. He hold the ball a little bit too long. And if he can get the ball out a little bit faster and sense the pressure, and that's going to be a big issue in the NFL too, you know, because if you don't feel that pressure, that shit come fast. You can get hurt that way. But if you feel like, you know, him spinning it, you know, him, you know, physically building that leg up, and he can do some things, you can correct what he doesn't do well, take a chance on him. But you just looking at them in a vacuum, you know, you just say, well, what if I put Anthony Richardson in Tennessee? Because he had done the same thing, doesn't have the experience that Hendon. And one thing about Hendon Hooker that I like is that he don't turn that motherfucker over neither. He don't turn the ball over a ton either. He makes some great decisions. That's why you would say, okay, can we help him sense pocket pressures a little bit? But how do you help a guy like that? Get the ball out fast. Get the ball out fast. A lot of play action, slow down the pass rush. A lot of 3-step drops. Get that ball out. When you hit that 5th step, 7th step, hey, that ball got to come out. You got to process quick. We can't be waiting on a home run. Look here, we got this 5-yard out. Pow, hit that 5-yard out. You holding the ball, Hey, guess what? You won Mississippi already after the drop. Hey, we need to check it down. We need to check it down. In Tennessee, they did get the ball out quick, and bubble quick screens and all that, but also they did a lot of fake jailbreak screen. We going deep. They did a lot going downfield. A lot of their offense was very, very user friendly, very player friendly. Now, him if he the right pick, I don't give a fuck, because in reality, the age concerns you, but in reality, you ain't got to even work. He ain't even gonna be playing next year. You know what I'm saying? In reality, even if like I said, if I pick up Bryce Young, he beat out Jared Goff to the point where it's noticeable, and player and teammates and people know that it's noticeable and shit, I get it. But I don't mind him red shirt in a year and him physically building up his strength, squatting, bench pressing, and all that shit. Shit. Tua Tagovailoa should have sat there and bench pressed more and lifted more before he came back. They wanted to rush his ass back. You gotta, even though this is not as physical as it once was, you hear Trent Dilfer say that in the Bullies of Baltimore, and they 30 for 30 special about the Baltimore Ravens, pretty much statistically the best defensive team of all time. And he said, hey, the NFL is not the same. These guys are not getting hit like we were getting. He right about that, but you still have to have a certain level of physicality. You still have to have a certain level of physicality. And that's the God honest truth. You still got to have a certain level of physicality. In my opinion, you still got to be able to stand up. And those smaller quarterbacks, they got to be strong. You can't just sit here and be thin. You got to build your strength up. Now, I ain't saying you got to go around here looking like Cam Newton and looking like Taylor Mays was looking, but shoot, you got to be strong. And people think because your pecs and your delts ain't busting through your shirts and all that shit, that don't mean you're not strong. If your legs small, skinny, don't mean you're not strong necessarily. I was telling somebody, man, I said some of the guys I play basketball with who had the littlest legs were the strongest motherfuckers out there. You gotta build up your core. You gotta build up them legs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind him at all. And people think he's the third best quarterback on the board. Some people might have him as the second best quarterback on the board. Some people might say he's the best. I'm all in if this is the right pick. I'm all in. I'm all in. So I just want to get this thing right. But for me, I ain't count my eggs before they hatch. I ain't count my paycheck before deposit. So I'm gonna take a waiting approach to see with the Lions. The last few years I did so, and be patient. And that's all we can do. And if they get it right and they win some shit this year, man, it'd be a great year. Great year to probably all the bullshit going on. So check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Everything is in the description under my link tree. The link tree take you everywhere. Peace.